Okay, first thing, let's find the area of this one. I'm going to expand this over here. That was effective. I think we can do that there. That should work. Okay, so I know from here to here, it's a slope of 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. Which means that to make a square, I'm going to have to go down here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1. That's one endpoint there. Let's put a line in there. This one over here is going to be the same way, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Make that line in here, and then we're just going to connect those endpoints. Okay, so I have a square here. Okay, now we need to find an area. Some of this is pretty easy. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And notice I have these triangles here. Well, that's going to be half of this rectangle here, which is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. Half of that 4 then is 2. Now, interestingly, I have that same slope triangle. I guess I should have drawn that. Not going to let me do that. Here and here. Regardless, it's that same slope triangle, right? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, and it's the inside half, so that's going to be 2 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside half of that is going to be 2. And lastly, 1, 2, 3, 4. Inside half of that is going to be 2. So that gives me 2. Let's do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Great. So the area of this thing is 17, which means that this side length is going to be the square root of 17. Okay, let's do this for the next side. Let's expand this out here. We're going to do the exact same thing. The neat thing about this is it's some good practice. Right, so this is over 3 and up 2. That's a slope of negative 2/3, which means this one has to have a slope of positive 3/2. So let's go up 3 and over 2. And up 3 and over 2. We'll connect that. So this is our new rectangle there, new square there. Let's try that one. Okay, let's do some counting. When I do my counting, I'm actually going to make some triangles in here, because it turns out that these are very useful. Look at this. I've got all sorts of squares going on here, rectangles. Okay, so you see my rectangles? I got one 3 by 2, I've got another 3 by 2, I've got a third 3 by 2, and I've got a fourth 3 by 2. So these are all, that means these triangles are all the same. Let's figure out what those numbers are. That's, well, 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times, whoa, that was interesting. Try that again. 3 times 2 is 6, and half of 6 is 3, so this is going to be 3, and that's 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 going to be 1. Great, so my total area here then is going to be 3, 9, 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Which means that this side then is going to be the square root of 13. Alright, let's do our last one here. Having way too much fun with this. Okay. This has a rise of 3 and a run of 1, which means that positive. That means the slope of this one is going to be a -3 and a run of 1. So we're going to make that there. 3 and 1 there. I'm going to connect those 2 points there. So we've got this square here. Let's put in our little triangles here. That one, and then there's one here, and there's one there. 1, 2, 3, 4. These are all going to be the same, and they are half of 3, which is 1.5, probably easiest. One and 1/2, 1 and 1/2, 1 and 1/2. Great. So let's add these together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Area equals 10, meaning the side length is the square root of 10. Okay, that means that I have this length here is square root of 17, this length here is the square root of 13, and this length here is the square root of 10. So we're done. Why don't you try the next one, see if you can figure that one out. Okay, let's try this. The new one is going to be at 3, 2, at 1, 4, and at 2, 6. This is the same as the homework, so you might consider, well, however you want to do this. Okay, so let's find some slopes. That's a 2 by 2. That's a rise of 2 and a run of 1. And that's a run of 1 and a rise of -4. Okay, great. So that should give you enough to make those squares. I'm going to pause, and then the next slide will be my solutions. Go for it. Okay, so first let's make some squares. That and that and that. And that's going to be, oh, that's a pretty easy one, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Meaning that's going to be the square root of 8. Next one, that was up 2 over 1, so this is going to be over 2 and up 1, over 2 and up 1, down. Okay, let's break this thing up. I've got these little triangles here. This is 2, which means that this is 1, and 1, and 1, and 1, and 1. So this is going to be 5, which means this is the square root of 5. The last one is, what is that? It's over 1 and up 4. Okay, so that's going to be over 4 and up 1. Over 4 and up 1. Connect those two. Let's make some little square whatever these things are. They're triangles, aren't they? Yay, Mr. Lewis is so good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, which means half of those is 2, and those are all the same. Great, so what do we got here? We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So this is going to be 17, which means that this is going to be the square root of 17. Hooray! So our answers are square root of 8, square root of 5, square root of 17. You're done. Good job.